I got a Hasbro Dungeons & Dragons cartoon series, Sheila. Let's crack it open. Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Hasbro Dungeons & Dragons cartoon series, Sheila. Say that 5 times real fast. For my birthday, to myself, I ordered the entire set of the Hasbro Dungeons & Dragons cartoon series from Amazon. So I have, as you've seen, I've done Hank. We got Sheila today. Eric is on his way. Bobby's on his way. Diana's on his way. Presto is still on pre-order, and Dungeon Master and Venger are on their way. Didn't really have any intentions of getting these, but on Prime Day, these were all on sale. So did a full swoop and got them all. So let's take a look at the packaging here. We've got the sort of a retro carding here, with just like with Hank, but with windowless packaging. As you can see, we've got the same artwork, Dungeons & Dragons, in the font. The picture art from the beginning of the show with the ride going into the mouth of the big dragon. There you can see a cartoon rendering of Sheila there, and then there on the package you can see the actual artwork, and the she comes with a D6. Down at the bottom here, warning, choking hazard, don't put Sheila in your mouth. And ages 4+, Hasbro, plastic-free packaging on the back. We've got another picture of the figure and the accessories that said figure come with. There's Eric and Presto. He's on his way. He's on pre-order. Then we've got jibbery-jabbery legal jargon, Houses of Klingon down here, more multilingual plastic-free packaging, Hasbro logo, recycle logo, barcode, and then on the bottom we've got more jibbery-jabbery legal jargon and ages 0 to 3. You know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right, you're welcome. And we're ready to open this up, so let's get Trusty out. Pew! And open this up and let Sheila out. I'm very excited about this set. Hank was, I know the articulation, he was a little bit of a letdown. I know the articulation is a little minimized on these, but they are cool. They're going to look cool up on the shelf, and that is that. So here we've got one of the accessories, and looks like she comes equipped. These bags, it's so funny how some of these bags are just sealed, some of them are taped. It's very interesting, stupid piece of paper, how they have done that. That's all the accessories. So we can put this back in, and flap tab, and drop this on the floor. Boop. And Sheila is ready for the pedestal. All right, and here we've got her on the pedestal. Let's have a look at the accessories. First off, she comes with a D6. They all come with a different die. In Sheila's case, she does come with the D6 and the same black and red marbling as the original. I still have the D8 that came with Hank over here, so we've got those. So yeah, when you get the entire set, you'll have an entire set of this is sort of like the Build-A-Figure thing that they come with, only it's not a figure, it's just a set of D&D dice. So that'll be kind of cool to have, and I've got a little like 1/12 scale treasure chest that I will keep them in. And then we have 2 cloaks. She comes with a standard neutral cloak with the hood down, in a light lavender with some dark purple paint apps right there on the clasp. So this is a hood down. It's a very semi-soft, rubbery cloak with the hood down there. I'm assuming her head comes off very easily, so the hood comes off. We'll get to that. But yeah, good looking cloak. I mean, it's rubbery, and I don't really like the rubbery cloaks, but with this, I don't really see any third-party people making a cloak for that. I don't know. Josh's custom capes on Etsy there might be a few floating around here or there if you ever wanted to replace it. I'm not going to worry about it because the one that she's going to get displayed with is the one that's on her, which has got the hood up and it's got the effect on it. And I'm going to display them with all the effects, the ones that have options on that. So we'll set that aside. And then here we have Sheila. Let's get Mr. Ruler out. And Sheila stands at, bam, 5.5 inches tall, like right on it. Right there to the top of her hood, 5.5 inches. They're a little smaller than most of the characters that I have in my collection, but they're teenagers, so you would expect them to be a little bit smaller than the others. Looking at the articulation on, well, not articulation, the sculpt. I'm getting ahead of myself. She actually looks really good. I'm assuming this hood does come off. Let's pop this off, or her head comes. Yeah, it looks like her head probably comes. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, the hood comes off. It's in the same lavender purple as the other cloak, and then she has. I'm assuming this head pops off. Yeah, came off very easily. Very small ball peg, though. I was surprised at that. Wow. Okay, so we can pull this cloak off and go over articulation, which looks like might be pretty good. So yeah, with this cloak, it's the same cloak. It's just this one has the translucence at the bottom of it, and no hood down because you put the hood on her for this one, this is how I will display her with the hood on, and it matches up pretty well there. Let's pop her head back on, and which comes off effortlessly. Looking at the sculpt, really nice, like a pink jerkin with a dress going down there. You got a teal colored belt right there. Again, just like Hank, it looks like they just reached in the cartoon and pulled them out. Really well done. It is non-realistic. It's more cartoony looking, but it should be. To me, this is what Hasbro should have done with like the Rebels and any of the animated series figures. They should have made them more cartoony looking than realistic looking, but that's what they've done here. And it looks good. It works. It really does work. You've got going down to, you got the dress, and then you've got the bare legs on the thighs, but then you have the long brown boots with the sort of tan cuff, tan mustard colored cuff there on the top. Looks really good. I mean, this is what she looked like in the show. They've really nailed the likenesses of the characters. I would really love to see that cartoon come back too, and I got a feeling that's probably something that's in the works. Return to the Ride or something. Maybe a feature-length movie. Return to the Ride and have them as adults. They did have a cameo in the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, which I have not seen yet, and I do want to see that. So let's take a look at articulation with the head. We already know it's a static neck with a ball or a dumbbell going into the head. Head goes all the way around. You get a little bit of down, not so much up, catching with the hair in the back there, but got pretty decent tilt on the head. Shoulders, again, really smooth joints on this. Shoulders out to a T formation with a hinge at the shoulder, and then we have a hinge at the elbow with a half swivel on the elbow. It's hindered a little bit with the cuff on that sleeve kind of rolled up there, but you know, that's okay. And then down to the wrist where we've got she actually has a trigger. She's got the swivel, but she's got a trigger hinge. That's kind of interesting to see that on a figure who doesn't use a ranged weapon. Same with the other wrist, but with this one, no, this one also has the trigger hinge. Very strange. Then we have a ball joint at the waist, giving us some hula hoop action and some waist swivel, which is very important to me, to have a waist swivel on that. The legs, the skirt is split on the side, so you can get the legs out to there. We do have, there's a shot you probably didn't expect to see today. We've got a thigh swivel that's at the top of the boot. These are not drop-down ball joints in the legs, but we do have a thigh swivel at the boot with a double knee going back to there because it's catching on that cuff of the top of that boot. And then we've got detents on the feet and a forward rocker on the feet. Let's go ahead and pop her head back off. And we'll put all of this back together with the hood, which just slides right in there. And her head molds nicely into that hood, so it does work well. Just got to center it a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, let me get her feet lined back up after I messed with them. The cloak does make her a little back heavy, so you kind of got to lean her forward just a tad. But yeah, that gets her standing where she needs to stand. So yeah, let's pop her off the pedestal and line her up with some other characters and see how she scales up. All right, here we've got her with the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, A New Hope Princess Leia, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Cover Girl, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Series MCU She-Hulk, and the Mattel DC Universe Classics Zatanna. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with her. I mean, it works. She's a character that, you know, her powers are limited because, you know, her cloak made her invisible. So they did what they could with that, outside of packaging her with a translucent invisible version of her character, which would have been cool, but would have made it cost more. I think, honestly, I'm going to give her a, because of the cloak and the easiness of the head coming off and taking the hood off and everything, I'm going to give her a 7 out of 10. I would have liked to have seen, maybe, especially with this figure, the bicep swivel and a double elbow to give her a better reach around so she can, like, grab the cloak, because that was like her thing. She would grab the cloak and whip it around and put the hood up and become invisible. But you know, that it's fine. Yeah, 7 out of 10. They're all gonna look fantastic when I got them all up there together on the shelf, which, you know, when I do finally do that, I'll get an image and either post it on our Discord or do another video and just kind of show that, or it'll definitely be on my TikTok, which the link to that is up in the bottom right hand corner of the banner on our channel page. But yeah, 7 out of 10. I like her. I don't think she's going to be the most interesting of the characters. The ones I'm most excited to see is either Bobby, probably Bobby, Diana, and yeah, Eric. And well, Presto too. Presto's got some neat stuff. At any rate, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.